I'm an avid traveler, co-founder of BudoVideos.com, jiu-jitsu black belt, and lifelong student of the martial arts, who strives to know more about the competitors and instructors who are revolutionizing the jiu-jitsu lifestyle. Join me in my journey as I travel, train, learn, and get rolled up. We're here in Northridge, California at the grand opening of Romulo Barral's new academy. On tap for today is a 4-hour seminar with some Gracie Barra black belts, including Romulo Barral, Samuel Braga, Roberto Tussa Alencar, and a few others. Let's go inside and check it out.
Like to work, when I work here, I don't like to keep my leg here. Some of the guys do, but I don't. Especially these days, a lot of people like to do the leg drag. So they leg drag you here, your hips pretty much be blocked. All right. So the reason I keep my leg here, if you try to leg drag now, you have to reach. But sometimes it's gonna, that's different people. They usually can actually make a grip here. So I'm working here. He's blocking. He's strong. He's blocking my what? My omoplata. So I cannot do work here. So basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to work my grip behind his what? His triceps. I'm going to kick. As I kick, I'm going to bring my foot on his hip. All right. Now I elevate and I bring my leg over and I have a humble.
So Samuel, you came all the way in from Tennessee today, right?
Yes, I came from Tennessee, Knoxville, to be part of this big party today here with Romulo.
How does it feel to be part of the grand opening?
Man, to be honest with you, I was kind of emotional to see that happen. Romulo is such a great guy. Besides being a great competitor, he's an amazing person. I know him for so long, and see him, his dream come true today was really nice. And plus, you can see that the school is like he took to the next level. Like he does in everything he do.
Does it remind you of when you opened your first school?
Yeah, it does. It's kind of overwhelming a little bit, especially when you have all your friends and family around you. It's kind of overwhelming.
And how long have you known Romulo?
I know Romulo at least for 11 years.
What changes have you seen him go through over those years?
Man, I know him since we're young, and I tell him one thing I think never changed is he's really person that's determined to be the best what he does, and today his dream come true to be he said that he's in a transition where he's becoming a professor, focus on his students, but I know that on bottom of his heart, the competitor, mindset, the competitor, the way he likes to compete and stuff never go away. He's always going to be seeing him competing and do what he does best, is to train jiu-jitsu and teaching.
How many other guys do you know that train as hard and as seriously as he does?
I don't think I ever met anybody train as hard as he does. Because I remember when he was trained for the Worlds, he was drive every day almost 2 hours to train at the main school, Gracie Barra main school. So that's show a lot of determination right there.
How do you teach your students to have that kind of determination?
Well, I think it's like past that. The best way to show the students is by example. You lead people by example. Sometimes you teach them as talking to them every day, but when they see you determination in your professor reflects to your student. I think it's the best way by example.
My name is Professor Tussa. I'm going to show one of my favorite chokes from the turtle position. They're probably guys, if you saw something they're doing, it's a very powerful choke, which I don't use much my power. So I use more the leverage, how you work with my arms. It's all about wrestling, some details I'm going to be sharing with you guys here today. When he's getting the turtle, you already know he always wants to go and replace the guard. So we already prepare for that. So my grip is like a bull riding, like I will control a bull, my chest and my ribs will be on the side. I'm expecting if he tries to sit to the guard, go ahead. I always dodge and push his head to the ground here. What I mean by doing that, I'm forcing him to give up or replace because I'm going to end up inside the control. Usually what they happen is just going to go right back into the turtle position, and that's when I start my attacks. As soon as he goes in here, notice what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it a few times. You guys can see what I'm working with my lapel. What I want to do with that, I want to feed to the other hand, goes right under, and 4 fingers inside. You might have a little bit trouble to get your fingers through. Let's just shake our hands. Should be right in there, easy. And that's one more thing. It's good to see what they were doing there because I want to try to fix the mistake they were doing this right away, right off the bat. So what they were doing, from here they try to work the choke. It's kind of going to be kind of crack, wrestling crack, neck crank here. What I want to do before I finish, I want to go back to the place that I was. I did this, I rotated back and forth here. So I feet to the collar, reach my 4 fingers in. Before I finish the choke, I want to bring back my knuckles back of the neck. One more thing right now I'm doing, I'm going to try to sit to the guard, my right hook, right in. And now I want to just try to make a punch, make a fist. I'm going to punch to this guy. Hurry you can! And they finish hands. That's the idea, guys, because what I'm doing is I want to stress this here, because if I don't have my grips on the right place, I might lose all my strength in my hands. So if I have the punch, like I want to punch to this guy, that will be my end of the position. So, I'm right here. Reach it, 4 fingers touch hands, go back, sit toward him. And now just all about to squeeze. I push my forearms towards his chest, and I bring the other one up. So I'm doing that to finish.
So Tussa, how long have you known Romulo?
Since 2003.
Where did you meet him?
In a final match of the Brazilian national team, purple belt, my team against Romulo, and I ended up actually beating Romulo by points, and we become very good friends after that. And he made me pay back every single year after that for that win I did, you know. So he's a very good friend. I really like him.
Which do you like more, his jiu-jitsu or his personality?
I can tell both, but I can tell a little bit about both. His jiu-jitsu is amazing, you know. He's a true athlete, and I had a great experience to live with him for about 3 months. We were like living in the same place, you know, back in New Mexico, and we trained a lot together. And I could know a little bit about his personality as well. He's a great guy, which is love what he's doing, like I was saying here earlier. But he's really inspiring me a lot because for the time he's wake up, he's thinking about jiu-jitsu, he's thinking about improving until he's going to sleep. I believe in him, in his dreams, he thinks how he can improve his game. And actually, I learned how to train him a lot with him, you know, how to go over limits, you know. He comes from several injuries on his knees, shoulders, and he's overcome all this, you know. And he's really inspiring me a lot, you know, have him as a friend and has him as a role model as well, you know.
When people are watching him compete, what should you look for? What kind of things should you look for when you're watching Romulo compete? What are his strong characteristics in competition?
In competition, if you blink it, you lose it. That's the idea, because he's going for submission, like you cannot see, but we're probably looking for, like, he worked a lot on his guard, you know. He's trying to improve, like you see Roger Grace when he's always trying to work his standing. He's amazing on bottom, you know, working on his bottom game. We always try to improve something on the game. So Romulo, he's playing a little bit this stand-up, but every time he's feel like uncomfortable or he wants to finish the game right away, you're gonna put to his guard, you know. And he work on his open guard. Actually, that's what probably you should be looking for, you know. That one is a strong game, I believe.
You've been teaching for a long time now. What advice do you have for Romulo as far as teaching goes?
The secret is do it with your heart, you know, and he's already doing that. And I just keep it doing like that, or something he loves, you know, you keep involved with that. I believe that's the way it is, you know. If you do something for the bottom of your heart, everything is going to be fine, you know. You're going to be a great teacher, you know, dedicated to students, and I think he's already got that, you know.
So how is it being Romulo's wife?
I know him. I'm 29 years old, and I know him since I was 19 years old. He was a blue belt, and I always support him. I always believe he's gonna be a champion, and he loved what he does, train and compete. So it's great. It's like I choose, you know. This is for my life. This, you know, for my life, and I'm proud of him.
Is it difficult being with a guy who trains so much and takes his training so seriously?
Sometimes it's hard because sometimes he can't go out. He can't eat like bad food, like McDonald's or like pizza, you know. So sometimes it's hard because we can't enjoy the life like everybody does. But we do our way, you know. We keep enjoying the life, like a little bit different way, like more healthy way. But I'm in this world as well. You know, my parents. I'm from Brazil. My parents, they have a gym in Brazil. So I'm a trainer, personal trainer. So, and I compete as well, bikini model contest, and I need to do diet as well. So sometimes I need to do what he does.
So it's a good match.
Yeah, but it's hard, you know. Like he, when I eat something bad, he like, oh, what are you eating? He'll watch me all the time, and I'm like, oh, you know, leave me alone, relax.
So you have a beautiful new academy here. How does it make you feel to have this such a nice place?
You know, it's really hard to talk about this because I feel really I'm like really happy, and this is a dream, you know. Like he's 29 years old, and I believe since he was 19, since he started, was his dream as well. So we are really happy, you know. I think he's really happy as well, and thanks God to be here, you know. And I know we're gonna have a lot of success here, and yeah.
Well, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
You have like a long guys, long legs. You try all this open guard here on the knees. Most of the time doesn't work. Honestly, if you have some black belt, they have a really good close guard. I'll give you an example. Braulio, you know, like you know Braulio's team, he has a really good close guard. If you try to open his guard on your knees, man, it's gonna be really hard and then really dangerous. You're gonna climb over shoulder, attack choke, stuff like that. So we gotta get up. So how I gonna get up here? I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know how to stand up in good base. But sometimes, you know, even a good base, they can still attack you. The one position that I really like to do, and then, you know, I don't see many people doing that. It's like when I grab his collar here, it can be here, but I like to grab his hips here. Why? Because when I grab his hips and then push his hips down, I'm avoid his attacks here on arms, stuff like that. If you open his guard to attack my arm, for example, here, I'm holding his hips. I'm gonna block it. He cannot move his hips. So when he open, I just bring my knee up. His guard is gonna be open. Hey guys, the grip that I have on the top here that I wanted to stand up my first leg, so I move my body here on the side so I create more space. So now, besides I go my leg here, and then my other leg like a parallel, so I'm gonna go under his armpit here. You guys can ask me, he can foot lock you here? I don't think so. You know, he foot lock me, he needs to pass his leg. So I wanna try something here actually, because it's gonna be easy for me. So when I stand up this one, I'm not gonna go this one this way. I go this one back. See? I'm not like this way. I'm sideways. Now look my knee. My knee is gonna pass his hips, and I'm gonna twist his body here. See? Look his body. He's not in comfortable position. You guys can ask me, oh, he can do omoplata if his arm inside? I don't think so, because here, look, I'm holding his hips. He's open to do omoplata. He's actually open his guard for me. Okay? So I have my hand here. I'm gonna switch to his hips, push his hips down, twist my body, and I'm gonna push down open. So once I open, like a big step here. Now step over, put my knee here. Don't cross your knee yet. Switch your hand to the collar, put your knee on the ground. See my leg here? It's far away from him. I not step this leg, he's gonna go under, right? So I keep my leg far away and then I block his shoulder here. Push his shoulder out, because if I don't do that, he's gonna underhook me here, right? So I gotta keep his shoulder on the ground. When I do that push here, I'm gonna switch my hand to his leg here and then get him on this position. So now when I'm here, I'm safe to switch this grip to his collar. Okay, so I don't want to just go straight and then try to go deep. He already know that I'm gonna go deep, that I'm gonna attack him on the choke or stuff like that. I'm just gonna grab here, okay? Just a normal grip, because here I block him with my elbow, and then you're gonna start to pass the guard. So I'm already here, but most of the time I'm not gonna go straight and pass his guard. That's not gonna be easy, guys. Okay, he's gonna lock me up here. So you're gonna keep the pressure here, and you're gonna go back and forward. Go back to my knee on his belly, put a pressure. He wants to push me outside again because there's a lot of pressure here. All the time when he pushed me outside, what I do? My hand go a little bit more, yes? Okay, not too much, don't rush. I go back here, pressure. He look, he doesn't like, he pushed me again, look. A little bit more. All the time a little bit more, I push him back. My elbow go here in his He stand here, go back, knee on the belly. Push, he push me back. Okay, now, when I reach, okay, he's dip. I'm gonna reach until my hand is gonna be like this. See my wrist? It's not like this, all the way. I'm grabbed all the way here, behind his neck. I have a really good strong grip here, okay? Okay guys, when I get here, what I'm gonna do? I'm forced to pass here. He wants this arm free to come up here, get me a single leg, or to even push me. So muscle it, they wanna go like this, grab my leg behind here, and come up here on the single leg. That is not gonna be, he's not gonna happen. See, he's put his elbow this way, okay. That's the way he wants to do. When I'm here, I put my leg back, I release this one because I want he does that. I don't even go here straight, I just release. When he come up like a single, like this, look, his neck is here. My hand is so deep that whatever that I grab his hand, I'm gonna be able to choke him. If I grab here, if I don't even grab just here, I choke him, see? I don't grab anywhere because this hand is so deep that, you know, like the choke is gonna be finished anywhere. So most important thing, pass, work on your hand deep until you get this grip. See, behind his neck, grab. Now, grab here, elbows in, put him back. Look, adjust, he's gonna tap. I don't even put much power here. He just, honestly, when I have this hand, just a little pressure here, I'm gonna choke him. If you put in pressure, the guy doesn't feel anything, something's wrong. Your hand is not deep enough. If you try the pass and then your hand is not deep enough and you try to choke, you're gonna miss the position. So, walk here, okay? All right, guys. Let's do one more time quick here. This position take a little while to show because, you know, like if I go just straight the position, you guys not gonna understand the most important details, okay? All right. So we go here, hold his hips, okay? Bring up here, all the way up. I don't wanna go like a sideways this time. I go up, bring him up, look my knee, twist his body. Switch my hand, put a pressure here, turn, look, he's already open. I don't even need to push the pressure. When I go like this, step back, over, grab. Okay, my leg is far away. Push his shoulder, grab his lip. Switch your hand for the collar. Now start the pass. One, pressure, you push me, try to pass, can. Go again, look my hand, dip. Go back again, I'm not in rush. Pressure, okay. Hand is deep. Oh no, I don't like it. Go back a little bit more. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Okay, now it's good. Release. Grab. Here. He come up. If he doesn't come up, just grab. Elbows in here, guys. My elbow, even if like this, his chin is like that. Look, I go here. I drive. My elbow towards his shoulder, and then it's too deep. It's gonna tap.
Romulo, how do you feel about the new academy?
I'm feeling great, like it's just such a, like a dream come true. Like I'm really happy now. It's like I have no words to say how happy I am. It's really good feeling.
So from here on out, do you have plans for more academies?
Definitely, I was talking to my friends, before. The plan is grow this one a little bit, and then maybe in 6 more months, 1 year, open the second one, third one, maybe 5 academies.
Right.
That's the idea.
Now, for a lot of people, they think that if you focus more on teaching, it takes away from your own time. Is this going to affect your competitive career?
Definitely, you have a time to transition, I have been teaching Jiu-Jitsu since, a focus on teach it a little bit since 2009. Until now, it didn't affect too much because I was teaching, but my main focus was still on the competition. But right now, I may have been on the point to have the transition to, academy owner and then also professor. So I'm pretty much sure right now on, it will be a little bit hard, but I'm still gonna try to make it happen. Bring guys from Brazil here, make a train camp, and then see how it's gonna be. But teach also help you a little bit. Sharp your technique, your skills. You're always doing different details when you teach your students. It's help a little bit, but take your time also to train as much as you used to as a competitor.
Would you encourage the active competitors out there to think about teaching sometime in the future?
Depends how old they are, I never would say for the guys, new guys from now, Rodolfo, Rafael Mendes, Guilherme Mendes. Those guys, I think they should be competing for a little bit, and then think about that in a few more years. They are on the prime right now. I don't know. I have a few guys. They have the schools for a long time, and then they do good as well in the competition. But I don't know. I think a little bit more, maybe 2 more years. They build up more the name. Focus a little bit more in competition, and after, for sure, they should start to think about to have their own academy.
When you think back on your competitive career so far, what's your highlight? What stands out in your mind?
Man, it's hard to talk about that because I have a lot of great moments. I never had the moment that I want, but my career was it was great. I have a lot of fun up there competing against the best in the world, all over the world. It's hard to say one thing, but put everything together, it's it was a great experience. Like I said, I couldn't reach my goal until now. I'm not gonna lie to you, that just hurt a little bit, but life is like that,
Do you encourage your students to compete?
That's something that I live come from inside their heart. I never push anybody to compete, Jiu-Jitsu is about lifestyle. It's not only about compete, even maybe 30% of the people they do Jiu-Jitsu, they are competitors. And then maybe 10% they're the guys they live to compete. And then the other 70%, the guys they do Jiu-Jitsu for lifestyle, to become, healthy, to have something to do, and then Jiu-Jitsu something very interesting to be study. And then, my idea, it's of course, if I have guys that want to compete, pass my experience for them. But mostly, it's Jiu-Jitsu for everyone. Jiu-Jitsu for people, they never did any sport and they want to do. That's my main focus.
And what's your main advice for your students out there?
My main advice is for everybody, have the mind open to learn. Forget about ego. That's how you become better and better. And then if you want to be the best, not even a competitor, but if you want to improve every day, you need to have your mind open to learn. Never think you know very much, because you're not. Every day is a different detail, a new technique. You gotta be studying every day, and then improve. Just think about improve all the time. That's how I do. That's how I'm gonna be doing my whole life. Study position, see new techniques, and then try to apply, improve. I want to improve all the time. I want to get better all the time, and that's my main, my main advice that I like to pass on my students. You want to get better, have your mind open, no ego, and then improve all the time.
You mentioned no ego. What does that mean in terms of sparring?
Sparring, when you train, When I mentioned like
You mentioned not having ego as far as being a good student. What does that mean when you're training with somebody?
you know, like it's mean like no win or lose during the train. It's not lose. It's always win. If you tap, you win because you learn a different way to escape or a different way to be tap and then tap somebody or the own technique that you have been just tap. You know, it's something that you come to the gym. It's like I have been my time that I have ego, and then that time they slow me down on the process of to improving get better. And then so when you sparring somebody, doesn't matter if it is a black belt or blue belt, you can be tapping. If you want to put in bad situations, like you're gonna be tapped. The way that I train my students, I tap for my students. Like right now, I only train them. I have 10 guys lined up here, and then I put the clock 60 minutes, and then I'm gonna be rolling and putting myself in bad situations the whole 60 minutes. So eventually I'm gonna tap, and then I wanna be tapped in the front of everybody. They can see if I can tap, they can tap, and then no ego. I tap and then I smile, I say good job, So I learned something new.
It's easy to say, and I hear a lot of instructors say it, no ego, just leave your ego at the door. But how do you teach your students to do that?
I think, like that's one way, like you need to tap too. Like show the students that even you train them, you tap. Like not even go 100% all the time. Like I said, put yourself in bad situations, see people like put you in side control, pass your guard. That's gonna teach your students, like if you have ego, if you never let your students do anything to you, you always go in your A game, like you teach them how to have ego, so, and then also my students, when I see they have ego, I say, come over here, my man, let's roll, and then I take care of business on them. I show them like a no ego, you're gonna tap 20 times. If it's not from me, it's gonna be for somebody else, so forget about ego, I'm saying that happened mostly with the competitor guys, the guys that really like to compete, like they don't like to lose, so not like most of the guys, they're not like that, but of course everybody has ego, It's hard. I have ego, Jake might have ego, Dave, but we gotta, fight against the ego to not have. That's gonna, I'm pretty sure they're gonna help you improve in all aspects, like attitude, technique, everything.
Very good advice. Any last comments for anybody?
I just like to, say thank everybody to come here and then to the Grand Open. Thank Dave, thank Jake. Always support me. Since I got here in the United States, it's such a pleasure to have you guys also, help me. Budo Videos, Kaizen, everybody, all your, you guys, Nogi. It's great to have you guys support me all the time. And then you guys, such a great people, thank you guys so much. That's it.
Thanks a lot, Romulo.
Thanks, Jake.